Observer now, a male feminist, Mike Nicholson, says Andrew Tate is a symptom, not the disease. And furthermore, he'd like to apply some lotion to that symptom, Francis.
Well, yes. So, and this is actually quite an interesting article.
Okay.
Because this is about one person, a couple of people who do workshops in schools, and also an interview with some secondary school teachers saying that sexism, misogyny has arisen as a result of people, of influencers like Andrew Tate over the last however many years, 5 or so years. But they actually talked to somebody who called Nick Hewlett, who's the head of St Dunstan's College, a very prestigious private school, and he actually makes a very salient point, which is we are demonising young boys. We are, if we look at the constant talk about toxic masculinity, pale, male and stale, the future is female. Is it any wonder that young men are turning around and going, no, not going to have this?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well, I'll go even further. I'm slightly encouraged that men are sticking up for themselves to some extent, or trying to explore possible routes through which they can navigate their way to some sort of freedom and self-actualisation, rather than simply being expected to adapt to it. I think you feel the same way, Lewis.
I don't feel the same way.
OK.
This article has been used as clickbait. They just put Andrew Tate's name into it, and hoping that people are going to pay attention. And I've been asked by the woman who calls herself my girlfriend to denounce Andrew Tate.
OK.
So I'm going to...
What do you think about the idea of feminism as being something that is puts the hackles up in young men? Are they misunderstanding it, or is it that feminism has become a more toxic and more virulent?
I don't want to...
OK, let's go back to Francis.
OK. So, because when people use the word feminism, second, third, fourth, fifth wave feminists, it depends what wave of feminism you're talking about. Now, if you're talking about the fact that women and men should be paid equally, I think we can all agree that's wrong.
Yeah. But, I'll give you just one example. This is where I see a degree of feminism which angered me. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the channel before. About 2 years ago, I was looking around the sixth form at my son's school, and he was kind of understanding what the change to sixth form would be, and they were in the sixth form common room, and there was a poster up with a picture of 2 or 3 female sixth. It's a co-educational school. 2 or 3 girls students kind of looking at the camera, and the caption said, "Yes, you're welcome at university too," suggesting that girls might think that university was just a place that boys went to. Now, for many years now, far more girls go to university.
Yeah.
Like 60-40 split or something like that.
It could be
not to
argued.
do worthwhile subjects, possibly, but they absolutely do not have to overcome some kind of sexist resistance. If anything, the boys are the ones who should be on that poster. So this is where I feel that there is something to what you say. That there's this idea that society as a whole has decided that boys are doing fine and girls need endless help.
And also as well, and there's been a lot of research done with this particular topic, if you look at behaviour and disciplining, boys get far more harshly disciplined for the same misdemeanour than a girl would. And actually, looking back in my own educational career, I was always much harsher on the boys than I was on the girls.
Yeah, well, maybe you were the start of it all.